Hi, Namaste, parents. I welcome all of you for this day fourth session on the topic which we are going to discuss today is about the digital classroom concept as well as how you can inform students or you can help assist students in their day-to-day teaching and learning transactions. So, last three sessions which we have covered, especially the last session, the previous session, we have tried to understand that how to make our environment or ecosystem safe. And for that, we discussed about the different types of cyber crimes and how can we protect ourselves. In our today's session, we have a topic to discuss about inside the classroom. What is Microsoft Teams? And the concept which we are trying to understand in this foundation course is about a parent guide to the platforms, right? And the concept of digital learning. This is the area which we are going to cover today. Now, after understanding the digital world, we understand about digital footprints, that how the positive footprints could be, what is the negative footprints. Now, since we are going into the digital daily teaching and learning platform, that's Microsoft Teams, I'm pretty sure that some of the parents would have used it. But in education scenario, I'll just show you that what are the different pedagogies are there in this platform and how as a parent can support in this entire learning process, right? And inside in the classroom, why I'm telling this word? Because normally in the classrooms, in the physical classroom, parents uh, may not be able to enter because it's bounded with the four wall of classroom. But digital classroom, you can have always the access, you can understand, you can monitor the student activity, and a lot of things you can do it. So without further ado, let me start our today's session. Once again, welcome all the parents community. Now, about today's topic, we'll try to understand about digital classroom concept. We all have heard about physical classroom, but what is digital classroom, right? To understand the concept of digital classroom, we have to go little bit of an history, right? And we'll try to understand that how it was the classroom in the time of Gurukul education, Gurukul system, right? So it was somewhere looking like this, correct? Where Guru used to sit maybe under a tree or in some place, and the Sisya used to come and they learn almost everything, whatever it is required for them to succeed in the life. It's not only about academics, they learn holistic development, right? And the parents, the age groups are not very much decided there. Everybody was made to sit in the same place and they all get learning from the gurus. The parents were also very much involved in the teaching and learning process because guru used to also get updates from the parents that how it was the home performance and how they is doing it, and they all are very much connected. That kind of connected community was there. Then later, when the Western education evolved, the education system has changed a little bit, and it has come with the four wall of classroom, the concept, where in the four wall of a classroom, students made to be set in the different age groups. Okay, for example, the first standard student will sit in that age group. A 10th standard, 8th standard age group of 11 to 13 years can sit there, right? And they are been bound to sit in one of the four wall of classroom where learning was given by the gurus in the classroom based on whatever the learnings a guru used to have it, right? Uh, and for the different subject, different guru used to come in the classroom and conduct the session. And the chalk and talk method was there most popular, the lecture-based system, chalk and talk method. And slowly we have seen that the teachers have um, understanding that what is the requirement of the classroom, and they try to enhance the learning, teaching and learning process by including the projectors in the classroom, where the students can see the video, see the audio, and they can see the some kind of photos to understand the concept, to connect the concept to the different topics. Then that's not the only thing. The teachers, we have seen that teachers were have tried using the interactive boards in the classroom also. That phase also we have seen it. And then the COVID has come up. During COVID time, Some schools where the teachers were trained, they have conducted very smoothly the online classes, but schools where the teachers were not very much very used to digital skills, they were struggling. And they all tried to teach in the whatever way possible uh, to make sure that the learning can reach out to the students. This is also one of the example of it. The students is the natural learners. They can learn however you are teaching, whichever places you are teaching. It doesn't matter that they learn from anywhere, right? And ultimately, the learning process is changing a lot. Today, we have seen this kind of shift is happening before COVID. After COVID, uh, the some of the learning patterns happens like this also in the hybrid mode, where a guru used to be there and students are there in the classroom, and some students from the home also, if they are not able to attend in this classroom, they can attend from their home also. That also kind of learning method which was widely used. And then many schools, when the COVID has come, like after the school has come to normal, they all gone switch back to the normal teaching and learning process in the classroom. Now that no doubt there is experience every times when they go for it. So where is the future of education is going to? Sometimes during COVID time when we have seen the online learning, there could be like if there is a 10 disadvantage of having the online learning, there could be five advantage also of the online learning, right? What are the advantages? For example, the session recording which teacher used to conduct, maybe the students are able to watch it on their own time. Okay, later also they can have the reference material, which in the physical teaching methods they are not having the access to. Second thing, what was the most other advantage which I feel that the live caption. Example, right now the session is going on. If I enable the live caption, whatever I'm speaking is getting typed automatically as a caption. This is a very good support for the special students who wants to learn. Maybe they are having the hearing issues, and with this kind of problem, they are they are able to be part of the mainstream learning, right? Because the caption is also coming up. Even in many cases, this online learning has given some kind of flexibility. The notes were shared, more digital content there, students were able to access it. These are the positive side of it. Negative sides are also there, right? So, but in the when we shift back to the physical teaching method or physical school method, there are certain things which a student is missing out, which was the advantage there in the online learning. So what is the solution? Shall we go back again in the online learning, or shall we stick to the physical classroom, or what is the solution? So with a lot of research, it has came to a conclusion that this all things are leading to something very new. Okay, when we talk about education 1.0 version, that was the Gurukul education system. 2.0 education system was the four wall of classroom, right? Where the information are limited. 3.0 education, which we all are into. In this education system, what happened? Internet is full of information. Experts are there. Okay. Today, classroom is not only bound to the four wall of classroom. Anytime if teacher wanted to connect the students or the subject to a scientist, to a doctor, to an engineer, to a army officer, to anybody for that matter, for any subject, if they're trying to talk about disaster management or anything for that matter, they can immediately they can connect to any of the experts from that field to come online, conduct a show. And the best part of this kind of system, where it is leading to education 3.0. Okay, which is also possible with the hybrid learning model. Hybrid learning model means the learning model where we have, if I tell you the definition of the hybrid learning, you can just read it. I think this clarity you will be having it about hybrid learning. Hybrid is never about the myth of the hybrid learning is it's only about the online learning. It's called hybrid. No, it is the mixture of all the different types of learning which is available in education, right? The best strategies, mainly that has been selected, that has been opted for the student success, for the student centered learning, right? For example, there are some advantage of online learning. Now, how a school can use the same advantage in the regular physical teaching method? Okay, if teachers have tried using maybe the PPT first time in the online learning, but in the physical classroom they have never used it. So how they can bring such kind of elements in the physical classroom so that they are taking some advantage of blended learning, they are taking some advantage of hybrid learning. Even they share the notes or share the content to the students much before the classroom. That means it comes under the fact of flipped classroom, right? So ideally, all the different types of learning, this is from the educational terminology, I can tell you. There are multiple types of learning models are available. Rotation learnings, right? Station rotation model, flipped classroom, synchronous learning, asynchronous learning, blended learning, right? Remote learning. If you blend or if you take the only the advantage part of it for the good of the students learning, if that has been done, we are forming a new type of learning which is called as a hybrid learning, right? So in this learning method, a lot of advantages are there. If student example, I'm just giving example to you. If today the student is absent due to some issue or health issue or something, now, that is a big loss for him if in the classroom there is some important subject, important topic is going to happen because the teacher used the topic with a different energy. Teacher cannot repeat the topic for the same students, right? But in the classroom, if today if teacher going to record it, the session, or maybe it's going live, the session is going live. So what happened if recorded or if it is going live? In any of the cases, the student at home who is really not comfortable to go to the school, he is also going to watch the recording and go through the process, right? That's one of the advantage. There's just like 1% advantage of having the hybrid learning. Apart from that, the learning should be accessible to the students from anywhere, any place, anytime. That means the world is full of library. They should have the access to it. So, as I told you, that hybrid learning model especially is designed to make sure that students can learn independently. They, in the normal method of physical teaching, they are not able to go and more skills development, they were not able to do it. Whether we talk about collaboration skills development or we talk about self-regulation skills, where they should go and do the self-research. Self-research, they were earlier they were not having the time to do that. But today in the hybrid learning, the projects which is getting given is considered that students can have the research. Okay, now why this learning is important is because a new generation of learners are hungry for new set of skills. That's very true. And the advantage of hybrid learning is a lot. That means it has got the capability of peer teaching. That means if a teacher is teaching in a classroom, I'm the English teacher. If I'm teaching in a classroom to the students about any subject of English, or let's say letter writing process, at the same time, I wanted someone who is very experienced from the industry should come online and should share about how to become author. Okay, let's say I have as a teacher, because a teacher is already trained person, right? A teacher is trained on technology. A teacher can, through the various professional learning communities, a teacher can connect to an author. Okay, now I'll give you one of the story in which has happened in Bangalore. In one of the school, the teacher of English teacher has done this same thing. She has connected to an author and she invited the author to come to in one of the classroom, which was pre-scheduled classroom. Maybe on Thursday, 4 p.m. My class is there. Can you come in? And the author was from Australia. He has come online. He took 20 minutes time and he has explained to the students that why we are learning English and if you learn English and if you follow this path, you can also become author. He inspired everybody. And after 3 months, when I visited the school again for one training program, I came to know that the entire students of the classroom, the 30 students, is become entrepreneur. Their books are getting sold on Amazon. They're getting the loyalty points for that. And the change, can you understand? Like, you must be able to understand that the change which is happening is subject topic is connecting to the real world, and also it is we are trying to bring the scientist in the classroom, okay, or the doctors in the classroom. So topics tomorrow, the industry can come in the classroom because industry in the future, the student when they're going for the industry requires certain skills. Okay, whether we talk about let's say the students are using today in the school about paint. Okay, but today the industry require more technology on 3D paint. So when industry comes in the classroom, the industry can talk about, yes, in my industry we're looking for the more skills about 3D painting, and this is how you should go for it. This really inspire people, and two people or three people can together give the knowledge in different perspective. One concept can be explained. Okay, that means why, what kind of questions will be clarified to the students. Number two method is why. That means every topic to be connecting to the real world scenario. If the teacher is teaching about the water pollution, they can explain about in the Bangalore what is the condition of water pollution. Can you go and research and do some kind of volunteer activity and come back? So what happens? They are giving a task based on the real world scenarios that they can connect and they can memorize the rote model of learning is going away. The 21st century skills implementations are happening in the classroom. Likewise, experiential learning is one of the advantage here, where school becomes lockdown proof because what is happening is in India, there are many festivals are there. There are many holidays are there. In out of 365 days, maximum days goes out of weekly holidays. Then on the summer vacation, winter vacations, these all things, and the major holidays, the holidays are there. Hardly out of 365 days, 220 days of working days, school gets to teach the students and complete the syllabus for the classroom. And maybe because of heavy rain, because of high temperature in the city, the government always issue some kind of orders that maybe 5 days the school will be closed or 10 days the school will be closed. That somewhere is also creating a lot of hassle for the school because they have planned everyday syllabus, how they're going to complete the syllabus. And this kind of closure is going to impact the flow of the session also. So if a school is adopting the hybrid learning model, they know the students wherever they are in such situation, the learning will never stop. The school becomes lockdown proof, right? And the learning will continue as the plan is there. So for that, what has to be done? The students requires to have some logins, some passwords, some online connectivity applications. That is the one thing which is required by them. In this hybrid model, the best part, which is the advantage I can tell you about, is the inclusion of virtual labs, okay, the mixed realities. This all is quite possible, right? In this, what is happening is, example, if in a school, when the student goes to the science lab or chemistry lab, there is a limited time period, 40 minutes time is there, in that everybody has to go and do the experiments. But there are a lot of curiosity students will be having in their mind. They think that, okay, can I do this? If I mix these two kind of substances, what will be the output? And that exposure, maybe in that lab, they are not able to do it more, right? So school lab is good, but virtual labs in at home, when they're at home also, when they have the virtual lab access, they can simulate everything like how the pilot used to learn about how they can fly a flight, right? There is a complete simulation activity a pilot used to undergo. The same way, the virtual lab is almost like that. Students can do multiple times the experiments they can try, they can understand the logic, and when they get a chance in the school after 1 week again as a computer or the lab, they can be able to do the experiments flawlessly, right? Likewise, these are some of the advantages which is there, which is the part of the hybrid learning system. So hybrid is basically, as I told you, the best strategies put together into one place, and teachers will be trained, students will be trained, parents will be trained in order to understand about the hybrid, complete hybrid pedagogy, right? And hybrid learning is never about if a school is having the, let's say, a device, flat panel display, or it is not never about a student has got the laptop or teacher has got a laptop or they have got a latest software. That doesn't make the school as a hybrid learning. Yes, some way they will try to do it, but until the pedagogy, which means the way a teacher teach, is going to be transformed, the changes will not happen. And now in India, every teacher are, I have seen that the professional learning process, which is going in the teachers, the CBSE board has also told that 50 hours they should continuously go to the different types of skilling programs, and every teacher is putting their effort in transforming the way it should be taught. Example for the preschool. Uh, People were earlier teaching about A for apple or B for ball. Now the method is being changed for the more experiential learning has come into picture. Okay, more immersive learning experience has come into picture. So the method of teaching the people is always keeps changing based on the scientific research and all those things, and that's what is going to happen in the hybrid way, right? So I hope till now you must have been clear about um, where our learning process is moving towards, right? From the physical teaching method to digital to hybrid. That's a kind of way people should be able to reach. Now, let's go into the new topic. That's a Microsoft Teams. Okay. Now, Microsoft Teams is an application which is helping you out in best application I can say, which is helping in um, enabling the hybrid learning process. Okay, now how it is possible? Because Microsoft Teams is a secure, very secure uh, cloud-based platform that act as a virtual classroom for students. It brings together everything a student needs to learn online, whether it's a video class, right? Assignments, notes, communication, collaboration, all in one place. In hybrid model, mix of online and offline learning, Microsoft Teams becomes the bridge between the social, school, and home, right? So what Team is doing, if you have gone to the school in the parents-teacher meeting, you must have seen the physical classrooms, right? If your child is studying in 8th standard A section, you must have seen the section, right? That's a physical classroom. So what Microsoft Teams does is it creates a digital classroom, okay, where all the students will be added, all the subject teachers will be added in a group, closed group, and each students will be given a login ID and password. Each teachers will have the login ID password, and they can transact the teaching learning process. Okay, now in this entire process, the biggest advantage is, let's say if a student is going to the school, in the school he is able to learn and understand each and everything. When he come back home, when he opens the Microsoft Teams application, he can have the entire recording of the sessions which every lectures in the school which has happened, right? For a reference purpose, if he wanted to go multiple times for that session. Number two part, if in case of any kind of lockdown, a school wanted to conduct an online session, they don't have to go to any other applications. Everything can happen on Microsoft Teams, right? Um, Likewise, if a school teacher is giving some kind of communication or message that is reaching to the Microsoft Teams. So if you see this table, it is showing you that what are the features are there, what is the benefit for the students, and what is the benefit for the parents, right? So example, if there is a online classes or virtual classes happening through Microsoft Teams, uh, students can attend live or recorded session. Benefits for parent is what? Ensure the child's attends and review the missed classes, right? The parents will be aware about it. Assignment. Students can submit the homeworks and get the feedback. Now, I'll tell you one more thing here. In the traditional method, in the physical method of teaching, what is happening? If today a chapter has been explained, uh, And let's say teacher has put a full effort in teaching the concept. Maybe she has used a lot of audio, video, explanations, lots a lot of flashcard activities she has done in the classroom, and she has taught all the students. She felt that she has given 100%. Maybe she has took a one revision class also, and she ensured that every student have understood. But after 1 month, when as the unit test is happening, let's say due to some reason, the class performance is not good. That time, what will happen? The teacher will be disappointed. The teacher will think that, okay, what went wrong? Why it is not happening? And later, when teacher will go back to the classroom and ask the students, they will say that they got confused with some topics. Okay, let's say the water cycle has been taught by the teacher. The student get confused about what is condensation, what is evaporation. That concept is not very much clear to them. In such cases, with the digital platform, with the Teams, Microsoft Teams, what could have happened, what teacher could have realized is immediately the possibilities are there without printing a paper or without worrying about the knowledge assessment. What a school can do is a school can conduct a lecture in the classroom, which could be a transactional method. A topic has been explained with a lot of discussion. And when the student reach back home, by default, they would have got a quiz of the topic which was explained. Let's say the classroom has got 40 students. Out of 40, if average score of the classroom out of 10 is above 8, that means teachers can understand, okay, maybe this concept everybody have understood because one assessment has been taken. Maybe some project work can be given, right? But if the average score is below 5 after test, what happens? Teacher will be immediately able to understand that there is some problem going on. I need to attend it properly. I have to go to the feedbacks, what is coming up. So these are the some of the advantages which can provide more personalized learning to the students, right? Chat and post, students can ask the question. Parents can also monitor that the way they are putting their digital footprints. Yesterday we discussed about it, and we can guide them. Files, the students can access the notes, worksheet, and resources, and parents can review learning materials with the child, right? Safety and control, we can the students can secure the login and monitor the access, and as a parent they can with the peace of mind, with the privacy and safety setting, the parents can also access it. Now, with this entire process in Microsoft Teams, I'll take you to the Microsoft Teams application, how it works, how it looks, what is the process involved. But one thing should be clear, that if parent involvement is there in the learning, teaching and learning process, example, if parents will be aware about what is Microsoft Teams and how like my school teacher can share a lot of content there, that involvement will make a big difference, because you can help your kid in login process. Sometimes they get stuck in login process, you can help them out, right? Or you can learn from them. Number two, we can you can always check the assignments which is given by the teacher, whether the student have completed or not. Okay, recently I conducted one training programs where I have given there is one pilot classroom was there. In that classroom I have given them the assignments without conducting the parents training programs, when directly was done with the students. The outcome was the students who have the 70% of the students who had got a great interest, they are able to complete the assignments with their own motivation. But 30% who has never thought about assignment doing, and their parents may be aware about that assignments are coming every day, but they are not doing it. It could be the reason because parents may not aware that how to go and check it, how to put that in the serious method. Likewise, monitoring the activity, encouraging the routine, like how they can make sure that students can always look into their calendar before they start the day. Okay, like how they are creating and sticking in the wall their full day routine timetables. These timetables they can maintain on a digital platform right from the morning yoga or waking up and taking the breakfast to the bedtime. Each activities the students can put on the calendar, and the system can remind him that this starting you should do it. So in this all process, the parents' involvement is making a big help in this entire process. So I will now take you to the Microsoft Teams application and will help you to go through the interface, right? So that you can feel that this application is easy. So when you get the access to it, you will be able to easily navigate, right? So I'm just showing you the process completely. Allow me a minute. Okay. So to all the parents, let me just show you. This is the website which you can see it. That's a distance learning for Microsoft 365 guidance for the parents and guardians. Right. This document or link you can easily get by searching on Google. I'll tell you how to search it about it. Okay. So when you search for one keyword called Microsoft Teams Guide for Parents on Google, right? Microsoft Teams Guide for Parents in Google, you will get the first link itself called something called distance learning with M365 guidance for parents. You can come to this link, and in this link, it is showing that it is applying to Microsoft Education and learn from anywhere, any place. So, as a parent, if you go through it and there are some questions and answers are given, what does my student need to sign into their account? Some video is also given to help you out. How does my students find and join the class team? It is giving the answers also. Uh, how will my students communicate with educators and classmates? That could be also, you can actually go through it completely. And educators or the parents who are having the difficulty in understanding it, okay, I'll tell you some of the beautiful tips for you. Okay, I'll just share with you. So, is Teams is simply chat app or can my students use for the complete schoolwork? So, this is giving you more and more clarity about how to use Microsoft Teams. If somebody has got some internet issue at home, it is giving you the guidance also that what if our home has got a low internet bandwidth. It gives some kind of tips and tricks when you click on it. It gives you some tips and tricks also that how we can save the bandwidth, okay, of internet. So this documentation is amazing things to go through it, but I'll just take you with some little scratch. Now in the Google, if I search about one other keyword called Microsoft Teams download, if I'm using laptop, uh, using this, we will be able to download the Microsoft Teams, okay? And we will be able to, we'll get the first link itself like official link. You must see that it should be like www.microsoft.com. Download Microsoft Teams app. We can click on this first link. Download Teams for the Windows, we can click on download it. Or if it is for the mobile phones, we can scan this QR code and download it. Or directly, if we are using an Android phone, we can go to the Android Play Store, like how you download the other application. In the Play Store, you can go and search for Microsoft Teams. Don't search just Teams, you'll get confused. Many applications will be there. Search for Microsoft Teams, you will get an application of Microsoft Teams and you can easily download it. After downloading, what is the next step is it asks for the sign in. Okay, so for example, I'll just show you. If I'm using on the laptop or desktop, okay, so on the web browser, see, right now I am just trying to explain from the point of from the student guidance point of view. But when I have not come into the detailed session where if parents needs to know what is browser, how to search for the history, how to access the browser, where is the browser, how to install the browser, what are the safety precautions, how to type it, what is keyboard. I have not come to that level right now. Okay, that will start with the basic courses. Right now, since it's a time for you to understand that how easily I can help my kids, for that reason, I'm just trying to show you that how it will help out. So we can go to the Google and search for let's say on the URL itself, we can write teams.microsoft.com on the browser. If I open it, it will open the page and ask me, do you want to sign in or join a meeting directly? If I say I want to sign in, it asks me which ID you wanted to sign in. So some kind of IDs will be there, which you can use the ID. And there could be chances that there is a password will be also given to you. If password also you will log in. This gives you message that if you are using your personal device, you can always don't show this message again. If you're using a shared device, you can untick this message and say yes, no, right? So now Teams gets open up in the browser or created a digital classroom for you, which look like this, digital classroom. And it could be for different subject, for English, for math, science, social science. A different classroom will have like how WhatsApp groups we have. The same way, this kind of classroom groups will be there on this platform. So when a student logs in and they try to open it, it has got various sections like home page, class notebook, classwork, assignment, grades, insight, announcement, everything is available here. Okay, which student can go and, as I told you, the is putting a small likes also is added into your digital footprints and activity, right? So we have to be very clear about this entire thing. Now, for example, we are part of this classroom. Now, this classroom has got who are the member. So let's say this classroom is showing that 8 class teachers are there, and there could be many classmates are there in my class. The name of the classmates will be there, which is familiar to me. So with this concept, with some owner and with some member, a class is been created. Owner means the teachers. Member means it's the students. So always in the classroom, you'll have teachers, and not only teachers, maybe the school could have added the principals, the admin in charge, the coordinators. They would have added it here. So all those people will be as a owner. They can also see that what activity you are doing. And let's say I'm as a parent, I have logged in here, right? In this account. No doubt, parent has got a separate app which we are going to talk about in future. Parent app, Microsoft. Uh, okay, I'll just say, okay, there's a parent connection application is there, which is dedicated for the parents' usage. But right now, I'm just talking to you from the perspective of a parent who is first time going to the Microsoft Teams. So they can have options to check who are the teachers are there, who are the students are there in the classmates, and there is a home page where they can always check it out. What is the regular things going in the classroom? The overall activities will be part here. Okay, that is like example, if teacher wanted to upload an everyday video, announcements, classroom discipline, etiquettes, prayers, many things, that will be there. So that means you don't have to be online always to use Microsoft Teams. It is there always, the content. Then a parent can go and see that what is the classwork which a teacher is giving every day, that they can see in the assignments, right? What topic a teacher is covering, that will come into the classwork. That means if a topic has to be covered, that all topics will be coming up, and what is the status of the topic. Assignments will give a parent or the students that which all assignments has not been completed. You can come the red color sign, which is not completed. Which is completed will come under the completed category, that which all assignment is completed wherever the teacher has given me the points. Right. For example, if a student has already completed some assignments, he has got the marks also, which is showing you here, 4.5 out of 5. Why? Because maybe the digital activity when I have done with the students, they got an activity that they have to create. You have to create some activity, and then the student has created a link You can see now, this is how the work of the students when they are designing it. So when they get the device access, they all create the grade 8 students activity who has created this kind of um, projects where they can talk about rising temperature, deforestations. They included some videos, some photograph, which could be also played here directly.
Forests are simply breathtaking.
Right. So that's the whole idea that how it has been done. So teacher is giving the proper instruction for the students to complete activity, and what student is doing is student will have the option of attaching the work. Okay, they click on attach, and in that attach they will have the option of uploading it from my computer, or I wanted to create into a new maybe the new Word document or Excel sheet or PowerPoint. So they complete the work and submit to the teacher. If they have got doubt, they can always connect with the teacher that maybe I'm not understood the things. Okay, but what as a parent has to be, we have to understand here is which all assignments, there are three categories are there. Upcoming assignments, which all is not completed, which all is completed. Not completed, there are two assignments which the student has not completed yet. Like how you check the homeworks. That way it is helpful for you to check it out. And you can also check the grades of the student, uh, done the grading, and that will also help you out to understand that maybe for different tests his performance is 4.5, he got for some performance he got 2 out of 5. So the entire picture a parent is getting it in this grade option. Right. So that's thing, and you'll come to know that every day what is the assignment the teacher is giving, whether my child is completing or not. So completing means it is turned in. If it is not completed, it will just show that it is not completed. Right. So example, if today a topic has been covered and a quiz has been given, the parent can also see that how they have performed, what kind of uh, activity, how much marks the student has got it. So there is an announcement where a teacher and students connect is there. A teacher can also upload a lot of supporting documents which is required by the students, some support files where students require additional assistance. They can ask directly to a teacher by filling up the form also, and the teacher can tag a lot of important information where it's a frequently asked question, or yeah, this kind of frequently asked questions, and all those things will be, everything will be part of the classroom. And after school also, if a school really wanted to communicate back, they can put in the announcement, they can put in the different channels, the communication, what they should do it, and that is all will be available here, right? Engagement, right? So the students will be part of the lot of engagement activities which is required, right? So this is the thing which is I was trying to show you that Microsoft Teams will be a good option for everybody in order to understand it. And if there is some kind of meeting, as I told you, calendar, this left hand side is all the options. If I go to calendar, it shows the complete calendar. If a student has to plan his day, that they can always do it here. They can have the option of setting up their timetable. Example, new meeting. I'm just putting an option here. Let's say I'm just putting as a morning exercise. If that is a discipline, we can say that morning, tomorrow morning, what time? Maybe the time is 5 a.m. to 5:30 is the morning exercise time. If a student wanted to set it, he's not setting the meeting to anybody. He is offing it. He is saving it in the calendar. So what happened next day on the 27th? Morning exercise will be there in the calendar, and it will keep repeating him every day, like putting an alarm, right? A student can always set this that it should repeat every day. So what happens every day, 5 o'clock is the morning time. And likewise, the different event throughout the day, it will be planned in his calendar. So he is more organized towards everything. So no doubt, Teams is a big platform. It requires the training itself in 1 week time, whether different topics can be explained in the proper way to all of you. But intention of today's session to show you that how the education system is moving and how tools like Microsoft Teams plays a big role in order to provide a learning, always a connected learning uh, for learning process, right? That's what is the concern. Now, attend. I will say that we have covered our topic of inside the classroom, how the digital classroom will look like, how through calendar they can join the meeting. If the calendar, the teacher has set up a meeting, they just have to click on the option called join. They can be a part of the meeting. So always there is a habit should be made that how to go and look into your calendars. So these are the activities, and now we will be meeting you tomorrow for our first topic about how the homework help we can maintain it, how the other features we can understand, and how we can manage the screen time. Right. So with that, parents will stop here. We'll meet you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thank you so much for joining and having your time here. Thank you.